Give me 1 second. I'm really struggling to set up one thing. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskrittam Naram Chaivararottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhire. Nashtaprayeshu Padreshu Nityaṁ Bhāgavata-sevayā Bhagavata-uttama Shloke Bhaktir-bhavati Naistaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devakinandanaaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Can someone confirm if you can hear me well?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'll also share the screen. Can someone also confirm you're able to see the screen?
We see the screen, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. So we'll start. Um, okay. Okay. श्रीभगवानुवाच नौमीड्यते वपुषे तडिदम्बराय गुञ्जावतांश परिपिच्छ लसन्मुखाय वन्यस्रजे कवलवेत्र विषाणवेणु लक्ष्मीश्रिये मृदु पदे पशुपाङ्गजाय. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore I offer my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. O Son of the King of the Cowheads, your transcendental body is dark blue like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings and the peacock feather on your head. Wearing garlands of various flowers, forest flowers, and leaves, and equipped with a herding stick, a buffalo horn, and a flute, you stand beautifully with a morsel of food in your hand. अस्यापि देववपुषो मत् अनुग्रहस्य स्वेच्छामयस्य न तु भूतमयस्य कोऽपि नेषे महित्वा अवसितुं मनसान्तरेण साक्षात् तवैव किम् उतात्म सुखानुभूतेः. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown such mercy to me and which appears just to fulfill the desires of your pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I cannot understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? ज्ञाने प्रयास उदपास्य नमन्त एव जीवन्ति समुखरितं भवदीयवार्तां स्थाने स्थिता श्रुतिगतां तनुवान् मनोभिर् Ye prayasaso jita pi asi tais trilokyam. Those who, even while remaining situated in their established social positions, throw away the process of speculative knowledge and with their body, words, and mind offer all respects to descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees, certainly conquer your lordship, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. श्रेयस्त्रितं sorry श्रेयस्त्रिं भक्तिम् उदस्यते विभो क्लिशन्ति ये केवलबोधलब्धये तेषामसौ क्लेशल एव शिष्यते नान्यद् यथा स्थूल तुषावगातीनं yeah. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self realization. If someone gives up that path and engages in cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve his desired result. As a person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get grain, one who simply speculates cannot achieve self realization. His only gain is trouble. पुरेह भूमन् बहवो योगिनस् त्वत् अर्पितेह निजकर्मलब्धया विबुध्य भक्तैव कतोपनीतया प्रपेदिरेङ्गोच्युत ते गतिं पराम्. O Almighty Lord, in the past, many yogis in this world achieved the platform of devotional service by offering all their endeavors unto you and faithfully carrying out their prescribed duties. Through such devotional service, perfected by the processes of hearing and chanting about you, they came to understand you, O infallible one, and could easily surrender to you, achieve your supreme abode. तथापि भूमान् महिमा गुणस्य ते विबोद्धम् अर्हति अमलान्तर आत्मभिः अविक्रियात् स्वानुभवाद् अरूपतो हि अनन्य बोध्यात्मतया न चान्यता. Non-devotees, however, cannot realize you in your full personal feature. Nevertheless, it may be possible for them to realize your expansion as the impersonal supreme by cultivating direct perception of self within the heart. But they can do this only by purifying their mind and senses of all conception of material distinctions and all attachment to material senses. Only in this way will your impersonal feature manifest itself to them. गुणात्मनस्तेऽपि गुणान् विमातुम् हितावतीर्णस्य क ईशरेस्य कालेन यैर्वा विमिताः सुकल्पैर्भूपां सवः खे मिहिकाद्युभासः. In time, learned philosophers or scientists might be able to count all the atoms of the earth, the particles of snow, or perhaps even the shining molecules radiating from the sun, the stars, and other luminaries. But among these learned men, who could possibly count the unlimited transcendental qualities possessed by you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have descended onto the surface of earth for the benefit of all living entities? तत्तेऽनुकम्पं सुसमीक्षमाणो भुञ्जायेवात्मकृतं विपाकं हृद्वाग्वपुर्बिर्दधं नमस्ते जीवेतयो मुक्तिपदे सदाय. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. पश्येष मे अनार्य अनन्ताद्ये परात्मनि त्वयि अपि मायमायिनी मायां वतीत्येक्षितुम् आत्मवैभवं हि अहं कियान् ऐच्छन् इवार्चिरग्नौ. My lord, just see my uncivilized impudence. To test your power, I try to extend my illusory potency to cover you, the unlimited and primeval super soul, who bewilder even the masters of illusion. What am I compared to you? I am just like a small spark in the presence of a great fire. अतः क्षमस्वाच्युत मे रजो भुवो हि अजानतस्त्वत् प्रत्यक् ईशमानिनः अजावल्लेपान्धतमोऽन्धचक्षुषा एषोऽनुकम्प्यो मयि नाथवामिति. Therefore, O infallible Lord, kindly excuse my offenses. I have taken birth in the mode of passion and am therefore simply foolish, presuming myself a controller independent of your lordship. My eyes are blinded by the darkness of ignorance, which causes me to think of myself as the unborn creator of the universe. But please consider that I am your servant and therefore worthy of your compassion. क्वाहं तमो महदहं खं चराग्निवार्भुः संवेष्टिताण्ड घट सप्त वितस्तिकायः क्वेद्र विधाविगणिताण्ड पराणुचर्य वाताद्वरोम वीवरस्य च ते महित्वम्. What am I? A small creature measuring 7 spans of my own hand? I am enclosed in a pot-like universe composed of metal nature, the total material energy, false ego, ether, air, water, and earth. And what is your glory? Unlimited universes pass through the pores of your body just as particles of dust pass through the opening of a screened window. उत्क्षेपणं गर्भगतस्य पादयोः किं कल्पते मातुरधोक्षजागसे किमस्ते नास्ति व्यपदेशभूषितं तवास्ति कुक्षे कियदपि अनन्तः. O Lord Adhokshaja, does a mother take offense when the child within her womb kicks with his legs? And is there anything in existence, whether designated by various philosophers as real or as unreal, that is actually outside your abdomen? जगत्त्रयान्तो दधि सम्प्लवोदे नारायणस्योदर नाभिनालात् विनिर्गतोजस्त्व इति वान्न वै मृषा किन्त्वीश्वरत्वन्न विनिर्गतोऽस्मि. My dear Lord, it is said that when the three planetary systems are merged into the water at the time of dissolution, your plenary portion, Narayana, lies down on the water. Gradually, a lotus flower grows from his navel, and Brahma takes birth upon that lotus flower. Certainly, these words are not false. Thus, I am not born from you. Sorry, thus, am I not born from you? नारायणस्त्वं न हि सर्वदेहिनाम् आत्मन्यधीशाखिललोकसाक्षी नारायणोऽङ्गनरभू जलायनात् तच्चापि सत्यं न तवैव माया. Are you not the original Narayana, O Supreme Controller, since you are the soul of every embodied being and the eternal witness of all created realms? Indeed, Lord Narayana is your expansion, and he is called Narayana because he is the generating source of primeval water of the universe. He is real, not a product of your illusory Maya. तच्चे जलस्तं तव सज्जगद्वपुः किं मे न दृष्टं भगवं तदैव किं वा सुदृष्टं हृदि मे तदैव किं नो सपद्येव पुनर्व्यदर्शि. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelters the entire universe, is actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I could not envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? अत्रैव मायाधमानावतारे ह्यस्य प्रपञ्चस्य बहिः स्फुतस्य कृष्णस्य चान्तर्जठरे जनन्या माया त्वमेव प्रकृतिकृतं ते. My dear Lord, in this incarnation you have proved that you are the supreme controller of Maya. Although you are now within this universe, the whole universal creation is within your transcendental body, a fact you demonstrated by exhibiting the universe within your abdomen before your mother Yashoda. Yasya kukshva sorry यस्य कुक्षाव इदं सर्वं सात्वं भाति यथा तथा Tattvai apiha tat sarvam kimidam mayaya vina. Just as this entire universe, including you, was exhibited within your abdomen, so it is now manifested here externally in the same exact form. How could such things happen unless arranged by your inconceivable energy? अद्वैत्वदृतेस्य किं मम न मे मम न ते माया त्वम् आदिर्षितम् एकोऽसि प्रथमं तथो व्रज सुहृद्वत्सा समस्तपि तावन्ति सि चतुर्भुज तद् अखिलै शाख मयोपासितास् तावन्ति एव जगन्ति अभूस्तद् अमितः ब्रह्मा ब्रह्माद्वय शिष्यते. Have you not shown me today that both you yourself and everything within this creation are manifestations of your inconceivable potency? First you appeared alone, and then you manifested yourself as all the Vrindavana calves and cowherd boys, your friends. Next you appeared as an equal number of four-handed Vishnu forms who were worshipped by all living beings, including me, and after that you appeared as an equal number of complete universes. Finally, you have now returned to your unlimited form as the Supreme Absolute Truth, one without a second. अजानतां त्वत्पदवीम् अनात्मनि आत्मानात्मना भासि वितत्य मायां सृष्ट्वाम् इवाहं जगतो विधान इवा त्वम् एषोऽन्त इव त्रिनेत्रः. Two, persons ignorant of your actual transcendental position, you appear as part of the material world, manifesting yourself by the expansion of your inconceivable energy. Thus, for the creation of the universe, you appear as me, Brahma. For its maintenance, you appear as yourself, Vishnu. And for its annihilation, you appear as Lord Trinetra, Shiva. सुरेश्वरिशेष तथैव नृस्वपि तिर्यक्षुयादः स्व अपि ते जनस्य जन्मा सतां दुर्मदनिग्रहाय प्रभो विधातः स अनुग्रहाय च. O Lord, O Supreme Control and Master, you have no material birth, yet to defeat the false pride of false faithless demons and show mercy to your saintly devotees, you take birth among the demigods, sages, human beings, animals, and even the aquatics. को वेति भूमं भगवन् परात्मन् योगेश्वरोतिर्भवतस्त्रिलोक्यां क्व वा कथं वा कथि वा कदेति विस्तारयन् क्रीडसि योगमायाम्. O Supreme Great One, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Super Soul, Master of all mystic power, your pastimes are taking place continuously in these three worlds, but who can estimate where, how, and when you are employing your spiritual energy and performing these innumerable pastimes? No one can understand the mystery of how your spiritual energy acts. तस्मादिदं जगत् अशेष असत्स्वरूपं स्वप्नाभमस्तद्धिषणं पुरु दुःखदुःखं त्वय्येव नित्यसुखबोधतनाम् अनन्ते मायात उद्यत् अपि यत्सत् इवावभाति. Therefore, this entire universe, which like a dream is by nature unreal, nevertheless appears real, and thus it covers one's consciousness and assails one with repeated miseries. This universe appears real because it is manifested by the potency of illusion emanating from you, whose unlimited transcendental forms are full of eternal happiness and knowledge. एकस्त्वमात्मपुरुषः पुराणः सत्यः स्वयं ज्योतिरनन्त आद्यः नित्योऽक्षरो जस्र सुखो निरञ्जनः पूर्णाद्वयो मुक्त उपाधितोऽमृतः. You are the one Supreme Soul, the primeval Supreme Personality, the Absolute Truth, self manifested, endless, and beginningless. You are eternal and infallible, perfect and complete, without any rival and free from all material designations. Your happiness can never be obstructed, nor have you any connection with material contamination. Indeed, you are the indestructible nectar of immortality. एवं विधं त्वां सकलात्मानाम् अपि स्वा मानम् आत्ममतया विचक्षते गुर्वर्क लब्धोपनिषत् सुक्षुषु सुचक्षुषु ये ते तरन्तीव भवामृतां बुधिम्. Those who have received the clear vision of knowledge from the sunshine, spiritual master, sun-like spiritual master can see you in this way as the very soul of all souls, the super soul of everyone's own self. Thus, understanding your original personality, they are able to cross over the ocean of illusory material existence. आत्मानम् एवात्मतया विजानतम् तेनैव जातं निखिलं प्रपञ्चितं ज्ञानेन भूयोऽपि च तत्प्रलीयते रज्ज्वाम् अहेर्भोग भवा भवौ यथा. A person who mistakes a rope for a snake becomes fearful, but he then gives up his fear upon realizing that the so called snake does not exist. Similarly, for those who fail to recognize you as the super soul of all souls, the expansive illusory material existence arises, but knowledge of you at once causes it to subside. अज्ञानसंज्ञो भवबन्धमोक्षो द्वौ नाम नान्यौ स्तर्थः ज्ञानभावात् अजस्रचित्ति आत्मनि केवले परे विचार्यमाने तरन्नाव इवाहनि. The conception of mental bondage and the conception of liberation are both manifestations of ignorance. Being outside the scope of the true knowledge, they cease to exist when one correctly understands that the pure spirit soul is distinct from matter and always fully conscious. At that time, bondage and liberation no longer have any significance, just as day and night have no significance from the perspective of the sun. त्वाम् आत्मानं परं मत्वा परमात्मानम् एव च आत्मा पुनर्बहिर्मृग्य अहोज्ञ जनताज्ञता. Just see the foolishness of those ignorant persons who consider you to be some separated manifestation of illusion and who consider the self, which is actually you, to be something else, the material body. Such fools conclude that the supreme soul is to be searched from somewhere outside your supreme personality. अन्तर्भवे अनन्तभवन्तमेव हि अतः त्यजन्तो मृगयन्ति सन्तः असन्तमपि अन्त्यहिम् अन्तरेण सन्तं गुणं तं किं यन्ति सन्तः. O unlimited Lord, the saintly devotees seek you out within their own bodies by rejecting everything separate from you. Indeed, how can discriminating persons appreciate the real nature of a rope lying before them until they refute the illusion that it is a snake? अथापि ते देवपदाम्बुजद्वय प्रसादलेशानुगृहीत एव हि जन जनात् जानाति तत्त्वं भगवन्महिम्नो न चान्य एकोऽपि चिरं विचिन्वन्. My Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of mercy of your lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who speculate to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead are unable to know you, even though they continue to study the Vedas for many years. तदस्तु मे नाथ स भूरिभागो भवेत्रवान्यत्र वा तिरच्याम् येनाहमेकोऽपि भवज्जनानां भूत्वा निसेवे तव पादपल्लवम्. My dear Lord, I therefore pray to be so fortunate that in this life as Lord Brahma or in another life, wherever I take my birth, I may be counted as one of your devotees. I pray that wherever I may be, even among the animal species, I can engage in devotional service to your lotus feet. अहोति धन्या व्रजगोरमान्यः स्तन्यामृतं पीतम् अतीव ते मुदा यासां विभो वत्सतरात्मजात्मना यत्तृप्तये ध्यापि न चालम् अध्वरः. O Almighty Lord, how greatly fortunate are the cows and the ladies of Vrindavana, the nectar of whose breast's milk you have happily drunk to your full satisfaction, taking the form of their calves and children. All the Vedic scriptures performed from time immemorial up to the present day have not given you as much satisfaction. Aho bhagyam Nanda Gopa Vrajo Kusam Yan Mitram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. How greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd men, and all the other inhabitants of Rajabhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune because the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal supreme Brahman, has become their friend. येषं तु भाग्यमहिमाच्युतत्वावद् आस्ताम् एकादशैव हि वयं बत भूरिभागाः एतदृश दृशीक चषकैर् चषकैरसकृत् पिबामः सर्वादयोन्घ्रि उदय उदज मध्व अमृतासवं ते. You even though the yet even though the extent of good fortune of these residents of Vrindavan is inconceivable, we 11 preceding deities of various senses, headed by Lord Shiva, are also most fortunate because the senses of these devotees of Vrindavana are the cups through which we repeatedly drink the nectarian intoxicating beverage of honey of your lotus feet. तद्भूरि भाग्यम् इह जन्म किम् अठव्याम् यद् गोकुलेऽपि कथं कथमाङ्घ्रिरजोऽभिषेकं यज्जीवितं तु निखिलं भगवान् मुकुन्दस्त्व अद्यापि यत्पदरजः श्रुतिमृग्यम एव. My greatest possible good fortune would be to take any birth whatever in this forest of Gokul and have my head bathed by the dust falling from the lotus feet of any of its residents. Their entire life and soul is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mukunda, the dust of whose lotus feet is still being searched for in the Vedic mantras. येषां घोषनिवासिनाम् उत भवान् किं देवरात तेन चेतो विश्वफलात् फलं त्वद् अपरं कुत्रापि मुह्यति सद्वेषाद् इव पूतनापि सकुलात् त्वाम् एव देवापिता यद्धर्मार्थसुहृत् प्रियात्मतनयः प्रणाशयान्त्वत्कृते. My mind becomes bewildered just trying to think of what regard other than you could be found anywhere. You are the embodiment of all benedictions which you bestow upon these residents of the cowherd community of Vrindavana. You have already arranged to give yourself to Putana and her family members in exchange of her disguising herself as a devotee. So, what is left for me to give these devotees of Vrindavana, whose homes, wealth, friends, dear relations, bodies, children, and very lives and hearts are all dedicated only to you? तावद् रागादयस्तेन तावत् कारागृहं गृहं तावन्मोहोऽङ्घ्रिनिगडो यावत् कृष्ण न ते जनाः. My dear Lord Krishna, until people become your devotees, their material attachments and desires remain thieves, their homes remain prisons, and their affectionate feelings for their family members remain foot shackles. प्रपञ्चं निष्प्रपञ्चोऽपि विडम्बयसि भूतले प्रपन्नजनतानन्द सन्दोहं प्रतितुं प्रभो. My dear master, although you have nothing to do with the material existence, you come to this earth and imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotees. जानन्त एव जानन्तु किं बहुक्य न मे प्रभो मनसो वपशो मनसो वपुषो वाचो वैभवं तव गोचरः. There are people who say, I know everything about Krishna. Let them think that way. As far as I am concerned, I do not wish to speak very much about this matter. O my Lord, let me say this much. As far as your opulences are concerned, they are all beyond the reach of my mind, body, and words. अनुजानीहि मां कृष्ण सर्वत्वं वेष्टि सर्वदृक् त्वमेव जगतां नाथो जगत् एतत् तवार्पितम्. My dear Krishna, I now humbly request permission to leave. Actually, you are the knower and seer of all things. Indeed, you are the Lord of all the universes, and yet I offer this one universe unto you. Shri Krishna Vrishnikula Pushkara Josha Dayin Kshama Nirjara Dvija Pasudadi Vridhikarin Uddharma Sarvatra Hara Kshiti Rakshasa Drug Akalpam Arkam Arhan Bhagavan Namaste. My dear Sri Krishna, you bestow happiness upon the lotus like Vrishni dynasty and expand the great oceans consisting of the earth, the demigods, the brahmanas, and the cows. You dispel the dense darkness of irreligion and oppose the demons who have appeared on this earth. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, as long as this universe exists and as long as the sun shines, I offer my obeisances unto you. श्रीसुक उवाच इत्यभिस्तूय भूमानं त्रिः परिक्रम्य पादयोः नत्वाभीष्टं जगदात स्वधाम प्रत्यपद्यत. हरे कृष्णा. Sukadeva Goswami said, having thus offered his prayers, Brahma circumambulated his worshipable Lord, the unlimited personality of Godhead, 3 times and then bowed down at his lotus feet. The appointed creator of the universe then returned to his own residence. Tato anujapya Bhagavan Swabhuvam Prag Avistitan Vatsan Pulinam Aninye Yatha Purva Sakham Swakam. After granting his son Brahma permission to leave, the Supreme Personality of Godhead took the calves who were still where they have been a year earlier and brought them to the river bank where he had been taking his meal and where his cowherd boys remained just as before. एकस्मिन्नपि याते ब्दे प्राणेशं चान्तरात्मनः कृष्णमाया हता राजन् क्षणार्धं मिनिरे मेनिरेर्भिकाः अर्भकाः. O king, although the boys had passed an entire year apart from the Lord of their very lives, they had been covered by Krishna's illusory potency and thus considered that year merely half a moment. किं न विस्मरन्तीह मायामोहितचेतसः यन्मोहितं जगत्सर्वम् अभीक्ष्णं विस्मृतात्मकम्. What indeed is not forgotten by those whose minds are bewildered by Lord's illusory potency. By that power of Maya, this entire universe remains in perpetual bewilderment, and in this atmosphere of forgetfulness, no one can understand his own identity. ऊचुश्च सुहृदः कृष्णं स्व आगतं तेति रंहसा नैकोऽपि अभोजि कवल ईहितः साधु भुज्यताम्. The cowherd boyfriends said to Lord Krishna, you have returned so quickly. We have not eaten even one morsel in your absence. Please come here and take your meal without distraction. ततो हसन् ऋषिकेशोऽभ्यवृहत्य सहार्भकैः दर्शयन् चर्माजगरम् न्यवर्तत वनाद्व्रजम्. Then Lord Rishikesha, smiling, finished his lunch in the company of his cowherd friends. While they were returning from the forest to their homes in Vraja, Lord Krishna showed the cowherd boys the skin of the dead serpent Aghasura. बर्हप्रसून वनदातु विचित्रिताङ्गः प्रोद्धाम वेणुदलशृङ्ग रवोत्सव रवोत्सवाद्यः वत्सान् गृणन् अनुगगीतपवित्रकीर्तिर्गोपीदृक् उत्सव दृशि प्रविवेश घोष्टम्. Lord Krishna stands and gentle. body was decorated with peacock feathers and flowers and painted with forest minerals, and his bamboo flute loudly and festively resounded as he called out to his calves by name. His cowhead boyfriends purified the whole world by chanting his glories. Thus, Lord Krishna entered the cow pasture of his father Nanda Maharaj, and sight of his beauty at once produced a great festival for the eyes of all cowherd women. अध्यानेन महाव्यालो यशोदानन्दसूननो सू sorry सूनुनो sorry अध्यानेन महाव्यालो यशोदानन्दसूनुना हतो वित व्ययं चास्मात् इति बालव्रजे जगुः. As the cowherd boys reached the village of Raja, they sang, "Today Krishna saved us by killing a great serpent." Some of the boys described Krishna as the son of Yashoda and others as the son of Nanda Maharaj. श्रीराज उवाच ब्रह्मन् परोद्भवे कृष्णे इयान् प्रेम कथं भवेत् यो भूतपूर्वस्तोकेषु स्वोद्भवेष्वपि कथयाताम्. King Parikshit said, "O Brahmana, how could the cowherd women have developed for Krishna, someone else's son, such unprecedented pure love? Love they never felt, even for their own children. Please explain this." श्रीसुक उवाच सर्वेषामपि भूतानां स्वात्मैव वल्लभः इतरे पत्यवित्ताद्यास्तद्वल्लभतयैव तद्वल्लभतैव हि. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, "O king, for every created being, the dearmost thing is certainly his own self. The dearness of everyone, everything else, children, wealth, and so on, is due only to the dearness of the self. Tad Rajendra yatha sneha swakatmani dehinam न तथा ममतो लम्भि पुत्रवित्ता गृहादिषु. For this reason, O best of kings, the embodied soul is self-centered. He is more attached to his own body and self than to his so-called positions like children, wealth, and home. देहात्मवादिनां पुंसाम् अपिराजन्य सत्तमा यथा देहप्रियतमस्तथा न हि अनुह्ये च तम्. Indeed, for persons who think the body is the self, O best of the kings, those things whose importance lies only in their relationship to the body are never as dear as the body itself. देहोऽपि ममता भाक् चेत् तर्यसौ नात्मवत्प्रियः यज्जीर्यति अपि देहेऽस्मिन् जीवितास बलीयसी. If a person comes to the stage of considering the body mine instead of me, he will certainly not consider the body as dear as his own self. After all, even as the body is growing old and useless, one's desire to continue living remains strong. तस्मात् प्रियतमः स्वात्मा सर्वेषामपि देहिनां तदर्थमेव सकलं जगदेतच्चराचरम् चराचरम्. Therefore, it is his own self that is most dear to every embodied living being, and it is simply for the satisfaction of this self that the whole material creation of moving and non-moving entities exists. कृष्णमेनम् अवेहितम् आत्मानम् अखिलात्मनां जगद्धिताय सोऽपि अत्र देहि वाभीति मायया. You should know Krishna to be the original soul of all living entities. For the benefit of the whole universe, he has, out of his causeless mercy, appeared as an ordinary human being. He has done this by the strength of his internal potency. वस्तुतो जानताम् अत्र कृष्णं स्थास्नु चरिष्णु च भगवत् रूपमखिलं नान्यद्वत्स इह किञ्चन. Those in this world who understand Lord Krishna as he is seeing all things, whether stationary or moving, as manifest forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such enlightened persons recognize no reality apart from the Supreme Lord Krishna. सर्वेषामपि वत्सूनां भावार्थो भवति स्थितः तस्यापि भगवान् कृष्णः किम् असत् Vasturupyatam. The original unmanifested form of the material nature is the source of all material things, and the source of even that subtle material nature is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. What then could one ascertain to be separate from him? समाश्रिता ये पदपल्लवप्लवं मत्पदं पुण्ययशो मुरारे भवाम्बुधिर्वत्सपदं परं पदं 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 यद्विपदां न तेषाम्. For those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord, who is the shelter of the cosmic manifestation and is famous as Murari, the enemy of Murad demon, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's hoof print. Their goal is Param Padam, Vaikunta, and the place where there are no material miseries, not the place where there is danger at every step. एतत्ते सर्व आख्यातं यत्पृष्टोऽहम् इह त्वया यत् कौमारे हरिकृतं पौगण्डे परिकीर्तितं. Since you inquired from me, I have fully described to you those activities of Lord Hari that were performed in his fifth year but not celebrated until his sixth. All this happened in 1 year. एतत्सु हृदिश्चरितं मुरारेर् अगाधनं साद्वल जेमेनं च व्यक्तेतरद् रूपम् अजोर्व अभीष्टवम् शृण्वन् गृह्णन् एति नरोखिलार्तान्. Any person who hears or chants these pastimes, Lord Murari performed with his cowherd friends, the killing of the Aghasura, the taking of lunch on the forest grass, the Lord's manifestation of transcendental forms, and the wonderful prayers offered by Lord Brahma, is sure to achieve all his spiritual desires. एवं विहारे कौमारैः कौमारं जहतुर्व्रजे नीलायनैः सेतुबन्धैर्मर्कटोत्प्लवनादिभिः. In this way, the boys spent their childhood in the land of Vrindavana, playing hide and seek, building bridges, jumping about like monkeys, and engaging in many other such games. Thus ends this wonderful chapter from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 14, titled Brahma's Prayer to Lord Shri Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So, if you, um, yeah, so I request you to do a self-read of the purports of this wonderful chapter, especially if you are hitting against time, read the purport of verse number 58. And then there is this, let me quickly check. Is that and verse number 8 and 58, these two verses. I'll once again say 10th canto, chapter 14, verse number 8 and 58. Yeah, if you can read these. I mean, all the purports are excellent. We are hearing to the the prayers of Lord Brahma, who is considered the most intelligent of this universe. Such an intelligent person is offering these prayers, which means he is covering the glories, the opulence of the Lord in a great extent, and appreciating the greatness of or the unique position of the Supreme Lord. And what is for the devotees is also mentioned. And as when mentioning this verse number 8 and 58 help us what is the mood of a devotee, what is the credit of becoming a devotee is. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here and thank you very much for joining. If I think Adirasa Prabhu is in the call. Yeah, let me take the opportunity once again to greet Adirasa Prabhu on his birthday. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Wish you a very happy Krishna conscious life. May Lord bless you immensely so that whatever enthusiasm you have, may that get carried away further in the direction, or not carried away, carry you away from this material world and take more and shelter of the Lord. Just like today, the prayers of Lord Brahma helps us the mood that a devotee should develop and understanding the glories of the Lord. In our humble way, we can just offer our prayers and engage in the service of what our gurus have given to us. And when we please them, then padam, padam, vipadam, all these difficulties in this world we can simply overcome and can take to that, yeah, the shelter which is the Vaikuntha. And of course, as always, may Lord Nishingadev protect you from all directions, from all calamities, and support you in your struggle against yeah, the I would say struggle against all the odds in your devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your kind wishes and kind words.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wish you happy Krishna conscious birthday, Adiras Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
A very happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhuji.
Happy Krishna conscious